It's always awkward to do this in front of other booktubers.
Yeah.
Hey besties, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest.
Hi.
This is Emma from emmmabooks.
Hello there.
If you guys don't recognize her, she used to be all the rage on BookTube. And she's been a little MIA. Emma, she's out here.
I'm a working girl.
She is a working girl. She got a full-time job. She's a therapist. So if you are familiar with Emma's content, you'll know that she went to grad school and now she's actually working as a mental health therapist. So she's been a little busy. She hasn't been posting on BookTube as much, but she's in Atlanta for a, what's it called? Like
the American Counseling Association conference.
Yeah, so we got dinner tonight and I just came back to her hotel room to hang out and I had my vlog camera with me. So I was like, what if we filmed a little BookTube video? I brought Emma to her fans, to her people. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to react to bad book covers. So we have a couple that we collected ourselves, so we're just gonna kind of like show them to each other and then just, I guess, like roast them. And then also we put out a message on Instagram to see what books like you guys sent in. So some of them will be a surprise to us, some of them won't be a surprise. Do you want to share the ones that you
Yes,
got
I do.
first?
Alrighty. So some of these are tame. Some of these I also just found on like a list of ugly book covers that I've never heard of before.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one that I hate every time I go into a bookstore is I Am Number 4.
It's giving looking into a lamp, like, you know, when you look into the lampshade.
It's just like the text is in like such a weird position, and like also this is probably a bad quality version, but I feel like the actual printing is also not good quality.
No, it's just no. And the way that this book, I have not thought about this book in many years. I actually liked the movie.
I haven't read it or I don't know anything about this book at all.
I saw the movie in theater and I remember being like, this is really good. And then everyone else was like, that was really bad. And I was like, oh. Yeah, no, that cover is staring into like a light fixture.
I've genuinely been turned off of this book all these years despite how famous it is because this cover makes me nauseous.
I also heard that Pittacus Lore is like a bad person. So.
Oh, okay, then no losses, no losses here. I dislike the Bells cover. I love seeing people of color on book covers. Like, I am somebody who loves people on book covers. Illustrated. Okay,
that's an unpopular opinion.
Illustrated is my favorite. Like, I love Illustrated. I don't love like actual people on book covers, but sometimes it can be done tastefully. The thing I hate about the Bells cover is that it is not in focus. Like this, okay, you see that the words are perfectly
crisp.
The photo is not. The photo is genuinely like somebody they lost the original copy and
they took it
copied
They took it on an Android.
Yes, it was literally taken on a toaster. Like,
no, literally. Hey, also,
look at how out of focus it is, also, and that's genuinely a good quality photo of it.
For me, it's giving also like Cycle 15, America's Next Top Model.
The thing that perplexes me so much is that the sequel cover is in focus. And it's like, this was such a big release.
They took a screenshot. They took a screenshot. The photographer sent a screenshot of the photo, and then it got lost in translation when they were designing.
There's just so many elements to it, and none of them are working together.
Right.
Okay, another one I have.
Oh no, that's not real. That's not real.
Have you ever seen this movie?
No. That could be.
This is the original.
I'm literally
UK cover of Twilight.
No. I'm actually losing my mind right now. Like, I feel like you warmed me up with some like, oh yeah, those are great. No, that's actually like.
I thought this was the one that we both.
Pro Anna. Pro Anna. Why does her arm look like that?
Oh, why does her face?
Wait, why is her head like this big? Her arm is this big.
Also,
why is her hair blurry?
I love the like 60s pointed bra.
What's going on?
A great choice.
Bro, that can't be real. Is that real? No.
Please tell Sarah in the comments that this is not just me that knows that this exists.
Like,
it was genuinely the original UK cover of Twilight, to my knowledge. Yeah. So this was actually a book that I got in like it was sent to me or something.
That's like a recent book cover?
Maybe like 2016ish, 2015.
No, that's like
it was just not the moment.
That's like Animorphs. That's like 1904.
Literally,
it was like Animorphs.
Yeah, it's like I like the idea of like the heat map. I feel like that could be used a little bit more frequently in like a tasteful way.
That's not the tasteful way. They didn't achieve the goal there. Also,
it's like
That is a Scott Westerfeld book that I've never heard of, and I think it's for a reason.
For a reason.
That cover, the publisher was probably like, let's never speak of this again.
Okay, one that I missed was the original UK covers of City of Bones.
Are they okay in the UK? Like, are they mentally?
Clearly
like,
in the early 2000s.
Are they mentally? What's on her face? That's not even what runes look like.
That's what they thought they looked like.
Imagine this rune on top of the tattoo you have. Just the scribble. Like.
Can you please Photoshop it in? These Hunger Games.
Suicide Squad. Literally Suicide Squad.
I feel like when I first saw these, I was like, oh, those are interesting. And then the more I saw them, I'm like, this is disgusting. Like,
also the way that, like, do they care about, like, colorblind people?
Clearly not.
Like, that is not ADA compliant.
No.
Well, like they say,
I
actually would like to hurt your eyes. They're like, if you didn't have an eye problem, you will have one naturally.
I also, like, I hate that, like, the colors aren't consistent. Like, the only color that repeats is the green.
That is weird.
And I'm like, I feel like there could have been, like, a bit of a pattern.
I'm like, are they aware that Suicide Squad did not perform as a movie? They, like, saw the trailer and they're like, we're going with that.
But I feel like this came out before Suicide Squad, so maybe this is what inspired Suicide Squad.
Yeah, maybe. That's why I flopped.
I found this very old French edition of Harry Potter.
I feel like I drew that in elementary school.
Some of the foreign covers of a lot of popular audiobooks are really bad, but this one, I think this might be like the original French Order of the Phoenix. I've seen a lot of the French editions.
I'm in awe of
someone.
The way Harry's face isn't even proportional.
And what is on Ron's face?
I think that's his cheekbone.
Are you sure?
Is he crying blood?
No, I think those are his freckles. Okay, I can't think of the wording around it, but I'm like, this is what you were going for with the lip filler, right?
My lip filler doesn't actually look like that. I wish it did.
Exactly. This is what you were going for. This is the inspiration. Okay, next we have... I just thought the expression on this cover of Crime and Punishment.
Okay, I've never read Crime and Punishment, but is there something about an axe in it? Is he like an axe murderer?
I could not tell you. You were in your classics era. He just, like, is he scared?
The way that I thought Crime and Punishment was by Tolstoy, who the fuck is Dostoevsky? Dostoevsky?
Yeah, he's an author. He's definitely an author.
I don't know him.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Okay, well,
this is the punishment.
No, he committed the crime and we are being punished.
Alright, I think the next one is also like a really bad classic cover. Okay, what I don't like about this one, that is not his hand. There is no way his arm goes like that.
So do we think that the one on the left is Tom Sawyer?
No, I think Tom Sawyer was
Tom Sawyer is giving twink. He's like, also his head, literally the one on the left, his head looks photoshopped on, and he also kind of looks like Ellen DeGeneres
too. Oh my god, that was Ellen's first gig. Okay, the next one. Have you heard
I've heard of this one.
I love just like the random text like right in the center.
She was supposed to cure the coronavirus instead. The way that the coronavirus killed so many people, and this author was like, yeah, I'm gonna write about that.
I'm gonna write a smutty romance novel about this. Next one. Again, very random. So
I appreciate the smoky eye.
Oh my god. Wait, Julia Fox?
Uncut Gems?
The first time I looked at this, I'm like, is this a straight jacket? I do want to say that, like, in some of these, like, bad cover lists, like, it's clear to me that a lot of these are probably self-published, and I'm sure that self-published authors are doing their best.
Have a single friend in the world that could say, hey, Brian, I do want to be initiated into witchcraft, but let's pick another photo.
I love that I am like, let's give the people that don't have the multi-million-dollar publishing budget to hire these artists, and you're like, higher standards.
I'm like, Canva exists. There's actually templates on Canva.
Next one.
What am I looking at?
I wish I knew.
Okay, when this cover designer was done, they said, how many wolves do you want? And Pam said,
all of them.
She said yes.
Also, I love the, like, pixelated dude in the back.
He's a little foreboding. Should we read this? Should we vlog? Should we vlog us reading this? We are going places. And it's my nightmares.
This cover is going places, but not the places you think.
That's actually my sleep paralysis demon.
His every page reveals the mark of an extraordinary, original, and gifted talent. What talent is this? I feel like the only thing that can be said about this is that they did not put their whole pussy into this.
They didn't put
not a pussy to be found. Why is his penis her head?
Who is she?
What's her story?
What
What's
is
childhood trauma?
I'm traumatized by looking at this.
The like death glare.
Okay,
I think that those were all of mine. So
okay.
now I'm very excited for yours.
Okay, alright, so I was looking for a very specific Clockwork Angel, but along the way I found this edition.
Oh no, sweetie.
I think this is like Russian or something?
No, okay, what I think this is, because
It's
I know
Polish?
far too much about Cassandra Clare's editions, I'm pretty sure this is the Czech version, and somebody sent in my request the City of Boats Czech version, which I know is terrible.
I'm in love with an email.
Giving Gerard Way core.
No, this is like MySpace. Like, this looks like they made it on Picnic for MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Picnic?
Oh, I was a picnic girly. I've been paying, or rather, I think my mom maybe still be paying for the membership, but like
To this day.
I do like the font with some changes could have been cute.
You're being really nice.
I love the club.
So my story with how I discovered Cassandra Clare's books was that before I joined BookTube, I started going to my local library because I was lonely, I had no friends, and I would just like pick up. I would listen to audiobooks by getting the CDs from the library, and I would listen to them in my car
because I
had a CD player in my car, and sometimes I would take the CDs and I would burn them onto my iTunes so I could return to the library. I mean, I do think I'm admitting to
piracy.
It's a pirating book. Okay, first of all, I found this Clockwork Angel, and when you see this cover, you'd be like, why would you even pick up that book that covers the other thing you've ever seen? But I read the back. I read the back with a little like CD cassette thing, and I was like, yeah, I could read this or listen to this. And when I started listening to it, I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of that movie with Lily Collins. And then I googled it, and I was like, oh, it's a series. It's a prequel series.
Okay, now the suspense is building. Oh no, I have seen these. I have. I love that you also picked the CD. Like,
I couldn't find it. I had to find it like in this context.
It's giving like Annabelle vibes. Like,
it's so bad. I don't know what about this book made me be like, yeah, I'm gonna read that. Like I picked up the shelf and I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Just bring these back. We gotta bring these back.
I was like, these have to come out
because these are giving Canva. Like this is a Canva
very
template.
Canva. I just want to talk to the cover designers, and I just want to sit them down. I will buy them coffee and just be like, just explain to me what happened. Like that is the least that I deserve.
Because I don't understand, because I'm like, the internet exists and you could see us all complaining about how ugly the covers were.
And you kept going.
And they're like,
more.
They're like, intern, get back on Canva now.
We got the Lux covers a lot.
I will say, when I read these, I was embarrassed for people to see the book covers. They're bad. They're kind of camp.
Exactly. Before I had the language to describe they were camp.
I love Onyx, how she's just like on his shoulder.
Yeah. See, like, I feel like that is giving, like, sexy Bella from
The next
Twilight.
time we see each other, we have to recreate book covers.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That video can go on your channel.
Yes, please. Okay, whoever said this, you're my worst enemy. I love this book cover.
That's actually a really nice. I'm so sorry. Who posted this to you? Tiffany? You're wrong. That one's bad. That one, wow.
This looks like it was made in like the 80s.
I want to understand why they punish other countries. Like why like is this like they're just like, this country needs to suffer for some crimes.
This is the best I get, really?
Straight to jail. That's terrible. That doesn't even match like the time period that Evelyn Hugo like covers.
No, the dress is yellow.
The dress is giving Wet Seal. It's giving Charlotte Russe. It's giving
very much so.
It's giving sales racket for 21.
It looks so old. Whoever's in the Mortal Instruments series, I'm blocking
the original.
I'm blocking you. Absolutely.
Camp.
Okay, the Ice Planet Barbarian series.
Yeah, those ones are.
The title explains it all, I feel.
Have you heard of this series?
No.
So it's a series about these women that I think they get like stranded on a planet, and then like these like big blue alien men are like make them their mates. And so it's like you should really read them if you're into like a breeding kink, I think.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Oh no. I feel like assaulted. Like
you feel like you're
I am uncomfortable.
Like I feel like I walked in on something. Wait, I walked in on something.
I feel like maybe that's the one that they were talking about. Like
they actually took this one straight off Pornhub. Just
oh no.
Oh. Okay.
I love the blurb. Stephen King ought to start looking over his shoulder.
You know, when this came out, he did. He was like, oh, and I'm like, oh, she's on my tail. What? Okay, I'm pretty sure this series, isn't this like about, it's a series about goddesses? Like,
I don't know.
What is it?
I think it's about anti-goddesses.
Also, where did the blood come from?
I don't know.
Like, is that wing? I mean, it's not even a wing. Is that feather bleeding?
It's giving like Michael's crap story.
Like, it's a quill.
Sometimes I look at a title and I'm like, are you inviting me to watch porn?
Oh, I've seen these covers.
Yeah.
They're fine. That's very,
it's very like smutty world.
Yeah, like clearly like Sophie Larkin might be self-publishing.
I don't love where the picture is cropped because it doesn't look like he has an arm.
Hey,
that's unfortunate.
That's representation.
No. I love Enchanted.
Like the original?
Yeah.
I love that cover.
I agree though.
You agree with that?
Yes.
No, I love that cover. It's my childhood. Where she's sitting like prim and proper, like little drawing.
Also never read the book, only watched the movie.
That's actually a sin.
A crime.
That movie's actually abhorrent. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it was always just like.
No, she's just like. Hey.
I feel like it's the nostalgia talking.
Every command I get. Milking Farm. Wait, Morning Glory Milking Farm. I think that's that romance book that's going around.
I don't like the title. Like it's making me scared.
This romance book is going on. I don't really I haven't read it, but I've been hearing people are like, it's very taboo, and people are like, I hate myself for liking this.
Y'all are so horny. Like, you just get vibrator.
I want to know, do you think they actually do milking in it?
I don't want to think about that. I really forgot this whole day.
It's a monster bait. A bunch of bait. That feels like that's really deep in the kink. Because I knew that people were into monster romances, which is like a little like,
yeah,
you know. The bait? That seems like that's deep. That's deep in there.
Listen, I got some open slots.
Wait, it sounded like you were saying you've got some open slots. You're like, I can fit it.
No, not that.
She could be your therapist if you're into that. This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we could film a video together.
Too.
And then I could bring you to the people. They're going to see you in the thumbnail and be like, my views are going to be like,
I live to be excluded.
Let us know down below of any covers that you know that are really ugly. We probably won't react to them live, but when we get back together, whether it's 6 months, 8 months, a year from now, we will make a video recreating maybe some of the ugly covers that you
yes,
that would be so funny.
That would be
so funny.
I'm down.
I could see us recreating those Jennifer L. Armentrout book covers.
Oh my god, yes, on the list.
Maybe some of the foreign editions of City of Bones.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and what's my
I don't know.
The way you don't watch my content.
I haven't touched a booktube video in so long. It's not personal.
But I've also had the same outro since 2015.
Yes, no, I hear it in my head. I hear it in my head. You're all beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. I literally been filming so much lately and I can't remember. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. You're all beautiful. Have a nice day.
See, I told you.